We here at Mug Club are in the business of serving you, the viewer, you watching, listening right now.
What's up, everybody? This is not Legitical Response. This is not your normal episode. Now, I'm pretty sure most everybody knows about the little, I guess, beef going on between Steven Crowder and the Daily Wire. And I think there's a lot being misunderstood. It seems like they're both arguing different points, if that makes any sense. Now, I'm not wanting to sound like I'm taking any sides here, but it just seems like a lot of people are missing the point of what Steven Crowder's trying to say. Now, I know specifically from what I've heard from the Daily Wire, they are completely missing the point. They're taking it as a personal attack, but that's not what it is. He's not attacking them at all. He's just pointing out something that he noticed with how they run business. What the Daily Wire, to me, seems to be trying to do is to take over big tech, doing it the same way big tech does it.
Crowder will license his entire back catalog, including without limitation every past episode of Louder with Crowder, to us during the term.
Because that contract or that term sheet that they sent to him sounds like something you would get from one of those big tech platforms, and that's what Crowder's talking about.
We here at Mug Club, we thought that we were all in this together, that we were fighting the media, entertainment, industrial complex. We thought that we were all genuinely taking it to big tech.
From Daily Wire's perspective, that's their business model. That's how they're doing it because they know it works. So it's understandable that they would feel like it's a personal attack against them. They can't really see what Steven Crowder's trying to say.
You can do better. We can all do better. But there is a way to structure these contracts and a network. There's a world in which contracts and a network exists where everyone benefits with some semblance of fairness, transparency. There's no need to be enslaved like this.
Now, once again, it's totally understandable because that's a business, and their business model is the same as almost every other business model out there.
And you may say, well, that's still a lot. And I know Steven says that's more than even, network TV would ask for. Yeah, these are points that can be negotiated.
What Steven Crowder's coming out with is not a business model. He doesn't seem to care about that aspect of it, if that makes any sense. He's just trying to take the power away from YouTube, Twitter, those big tech platforms that are banning conservatives, or was banning conservatives outright, which YouTube still is. Twitter might not be anymore, but YouTube definitely still is. And it's a shame that they're missing each other on that, because I totally understand what Crowder's trying to do here, and I think if Daily Wire could see that they would realize it and kind of change what they're doing. And what I think Crowder's trying to do is something I heard. I was watching a Tim Pool video the other day where they actually had Candace Owens from the Daily Wire, and they were talking around with her, and Ian was talking about setting up a network to where basically you can't get banned off of any platform. Like, an individual can ban you from going onto their server. You would have to go watch that video. I would suggest go and watch it. It's a recent video, Timcast IRL. Go look it up with Candace Owens. He explains it out very well. I think that's what Crowder's trying to do. It's basically set up an impenetrable network to where YouTube can't shut people down. Facebook can't shut people down. That's what he's trying to do. And Daily Wire's trying to do a totally other thing. Now, they are both a net good because they have at their core conservative values. Now, I don't think it's fair for Steven to try to say that Daily Wire isn't fighting for conservative values, because they definitely are.
I've always explained my logic was relatively simple. I believe that the world was better with more voices out there rather than less, regardless of minute differences considering the magnitude.
And they're definitely doing a damn good job. They're just playing the same exact game. And Steven doesn't like that game. He's trying to create a whole new game. and they're missing each other on that. And I wish they could understand that, and hopefully they will. Hopefully they'll come to that, but for now, they're not, and the Daily Wire is taking it as a personal attack.
I've also made it clear that I wouldn't be in the business of attacking other conservatives.
In all honesty, Crowder came out, and he didn't mention any names at first.
Now, before you guess who it is, before you start trying to do some Sherlock Holmes work, there are far more people beneath the tip of the iceberg than you know about who are trying to get into this space.
Well, this is so hard to try to argue because I'm taking both sides here, if that makes any sense. I know earlier I said I'm not trying to take sides, but in reality, and I think everybody in reality is taking both sides because they see both points, and it makes sense. And I really hope they can work all this stuff out, because I think if they both work together, with Daily Wire doing their thing and Crowder trying to do his thing, they could take down big tech and become the new big tech. You know, everything doesn't have to be about a contract, but money still has to be made.
Revenue collection that says we'll have the exclusive right to realize revenue in connection with all of his content and brand.
So it's kind of one of those back and forth things. Now, I totally understand what Crowder's trying to do, and I'm totally down with it. I actually sent him an email to have him look at my channel to try to help me get some growth. So anybody who sees this, I'm trying to grow right now, y'all. You can look down there and see how many subscribers I got. I need a little bit of growth. So if you could, quick plug, hit that subscribe button and give it a like if you like it. But that's all I gotta say, y'all. Thanks for watching, and be positive. Peace.